time we saw the Oilers and the Golden Knights, it was Kasperi Kapanen's night to shine.
It was, finishing off the Vegas Golden Knights in the second round last year. Good save, Ingram, with that blocker off the shot by Barbashev. His first game as an Edmonton Oiler, important for him to feel that puck early.
Hasn't started the game in 8 days. His last outing in the American Hockey League. Bad news, he gave up 7 goals. Good news is he won 8-7 in overtime. Here's Draisaitl. Wrist shot. Roslovic almost welcoming himself back right off the hop. And he termed last night a disappointment, to be kind. And wants Vegas out of the blocks tonight. Another tough save made by Carter Hart as Caden Korczak for the Golden Knights does not get it out. Regula to Connor McDavid, who entered the day in a tie for the league lead in scoring. Nugent Hopkins to Nurse. In front. Tipped off the post by Hyman. And Carter Hart's able to come up with it in his last 9. And even on these first couple shifts, you can tell he's feeling it again. Nurse tries to stuff it inside. McDavid comes up and throws it toward the net.
Spirited scrap last year when Lazan was a member of the Nashville Predators.
Well, most of the spirit was in 92's favor. That'll hang around and hope to win close at the end. Golden Knights are at -5 in terms of goal differential first 2 periods. Shot coming from Hertl, and that was deflected up on the plexi. However, they're +13 in the third. Hertl shoots off the post for Hanifin, and now Hertl. Hanifin gives it up. Marner in tight, dished off. Dorofeev trying to go upstairs. That was swatted down. Came back to him. He'll protect. Pavel Dorofeev trying to center. Broken up by Janmark. Here's Marner with 15 seconds on the penalty to Mangiapane. Stone. Quick shot. Hertl missed the net. Rebound up on the glass. Handled by Hanifin. Sent along by Dorofeev. Stone the captain in tight, and Hertl denied by Ingram. Rebound Hanifin. Swung. Shot. Dorofeev. McDavid sent wide. Having said that, Vegas is right in the Pacific Division hunt once again. McDavid knocked off bounce, gives it up, and Draisaitl's one-timer stopped by Carter Hart.
Good save. He got that away pretty quickly. The guy for me, too, is Carlson for the Vegas Golden Knights. He's just such an important player for this team, the way he not only plays offensively, but just a shutdown matchup guy for Bruce Cassidy. Can put him out there against anybody in the league. They miss him as well.
Here's Draisaitl. McDavid's in tight. Drags through and scores. Point streak at 10. Goal number 23. 1-0 Edmonton.
McDavid flying right now. It is incredible. He gets ahead of steam. He is just attacking. And once he gets that puck on his stick and makes his mind up that he's going to drive this puck to the net, good luck trying to slow him down. I mean, look how he just pumps it into high gear, gets the puck on his stick.
McDavid from Draisaitl, his 23rd time, 9-11. Nugent Hopkins across to Roslovic. His shot shoulder to side by Carter Hart. And he's just going to dial it up again. And the penalty to Draisaitl set to expire. McDavid beat Bowman through the defense, and a backhander fought off. And he's drawn a penalty, which will put Edmonton up on the power play.
Vegas number 17, 2-minute minor penalty, hooking.
You're not containing him. You're just hoping right now. 1-0 Edmonton. Pretty mediocre last year at 75%, bottom third of the league. This year they're up to 82%, 7th in the league. But turn back Bouchard, one-timer, and Draisaitl hasn't scored in his last 7. Stopped. Rebound Bouchard to McDavid. Fires right off the pads of Carter Hart. Here's Nugent Hopkins back to Leon Draisaitl, who hasn't scored in this last 7. Nugent Hopkins to McDavid, no shot. Tried to slip it down low to Hyman. Bouchard to McDavid. Draisaitl, backdoor, score! Nugent Hopkins, the finish. What a look from Draisaitl. Power play goal, the Oilers are up the deuce.
We're seeing this a lot this year for Nugent Hopkins. He's had a real knack for getting himself to that spot on time. Look at this. Backdoor, nobody sees him coming. And he's in stealth mode, but he gets himself to the spot. You present that target. Look at that look from Draisaitl. Great job for the work of the camera.
And the reason Minnesota's not losing is they've got the best goaltending in the league right now. Here's Keegan Colasar dropping from Marner. His shot off the rush, guided into the corner by Connor Ingram. Dart that was to Podkolzin, then back around to Nurse. Edmondson's been sharp, but Colson wires it cross ice, backhander, and that almost ended up in. Paul McFarland operating the Oilers power play this year with a departure of Glenn Gulutzan. A shot off the rush by Houghton, by Hanifin. McDavid stuck back. Briefly had the puck on his stick again, gathered by Stone, then turned over. McDavid's loose. Beautiful move. Backhander denied by Carter Hart. Nugent Hopkins. Draisaitl mentioned 7-game dry spell between goals. Nugent Hopkins. Draisaitl redirected on net. The save made by Hart. Now centers McDavid. Backdoor score. That's 2 for Nugent Hopkins. And a 3-point night already for Connor McDavid. 3-0 Edmonton. Vegas has been rocked.
And their special teams have been excellent this season, but this is just too good. Lots of movement, lots of chances for Edmonton. They just keep funneling pucks to the net. It's Draisaitl short side, follows it up with a little backhand through. This one gets right through onto the stick of Connor McDavid. He freezes everybody. You can see Carter Hart has to extend out, thinks the shot's coming from McDavid.
Draisaitl, 3 more assists tonight. He's got 22 points in his last 10. Loose stick on the ice. Dorofea circling. Getting through Ekholm. Walking up top. No shot. One-timer. And kicked out against White Cloud. Rebound chipped up. Here's Dorofea walking in. They're going to say on that Draisaitl feed across that it caught Hyman's skate. Is that correct, or? Here's Hertl.
That's what we're hearing.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. We'll keep an eye on it as Riley Smith inside to Bowman. That glanced off the side of the net. And it can be tough at times to look good on a club like that. Here's Nugent Hopkins breaking out with Nurse and Hyman. Nurse centers. Hyman backhander score. 4-0. Edmonton pouring it on.
On the doorstep. Shot past to Hyman. Guess who this time? It's Hyman again. Good outlet out of the zone. 3-on-2 develops with Darnell Nurse on the rush, and right here threads the needle through onto the tape of Hyman. And a great job by him to bring this from the forehand to backhand. Good stop in front by Nugent Hopkins. Doesn't carry through. No goalie
against one of their arch rivals. How about Vegas? 30 minutes in last night, down 5-1. Wrist shot, blockered away by Ingram against McNabb. Lauzon trying to get back. Hyman rushing for the net. McDavid hits the trailer. Nugent Hopkins denied. Bidding for the hat trick against Carter Hart. Here's McDavid in tight. Nugent Hopkins stopped and swing and a miss by Hyman as well. This gets an extra attacker on. It's Marner. Here's Keegan Colasar. Banked off the wall. Sissons up top. Korczak saucered across. Hanifin a shot and a save made by Connor Ingram, and for the 4th time tonight, the Vegas Golden Knights.
I was just thinking about that before the game. It happens fast, but sometimes in that situation, the focus is there, and it's obviously there.
Hertl shoots and scores, top left corner. Not much Ingram could do there. That was target practice, and Tomas Hertl gets Vegas on the board with its first goal in 4 power play opportunities.
Here through a screen, and this is the 3rd one that he's had on the power play from the slot for Bouchard. He tries to go down and block this, but in the process probably takes the eyes away a little bit. Credit Hertl. He picks this corner. He missed one earlier on. Ingram stopped him on another one. And then this one here, he puts this right in the place he had to. It's a quick spin.
Anywhere in the Oilers' DNA, sitting back does not work. Here's a shot to dribble through Ingram, loose in the blue paint and tugged out of there.
Decides not to call that one.
Tip back to Hanifin off the draw.
I guess we're subjective in this one tonight.
Marner slides to his left. Hanifin a one-timer, a save, rebound, score! Pavel Dorofeev, another power play goal. The Golden Knights within 4-2 with his 15th.
Yeah, he's been around it in this one. He's had some chances. We just saw the shot earlier on that was saved by Ingram, got a big piece of it, but he's always around that spot. And it's Marner once again that sets things up. Hanifin with the blast. This is a nice backhand to forehand by Dorofeev. This rebound comes hard to him on the backhand side. He quickly brings it to the forehand and puts it in the open net. Not a whole lot of chance for Ingram on that one.
Lifted ahead, Tomas Hertl. Now Marner around the boards to Stone. Remember, the Oilers finished in 3rd place last year in the Pacific. Marner, bounce off a skate right to Hertl, trying to go backdoor, and it's in. 4-3, game on.
And this results in this goal, and it's Marner once again down deep. And this one, this pass attempted to go backdoor, goes off a skate. Hertl spins and just throws this one back into the grain. First one denied, he spins on the backhand side, and Marner quickly gets to that spot, tucks it home. They're going to see right onto the stick.
Time. Regula up the right-hand side for Matt Savoie. Tied up, right wing boards, Andrew Mangiapane, a shot to save, rebound hard, still loose behind him, he had no idea. Draisaitl trying to tie him up, Hertl won it. Dorofeev, the backhander, that's